Hi, my name is Avonlea Thalman, and I'm taking computer science and software and engineering at Gull Lake High School. And today we're just going to be updating our Linux VMware. The first thing I want to do, I'm going to Control Alt T since I'm already in it. I'm going to say sudo, which stands for super user do, shut down now. It's going to ask me for my password, so we're just going to type that in. And there it goes. Now it is shutting down. And here we are, back in our home screen. So, we already shut it down. The second thing we're going to do is make a backup, because backups are extremely critical, and if you don't make a backup, you could get really messed up. So, I'm going to go to my virtual machine, Linux Practice Backup. So I have two folders here. I'm going to go to my backup, which has nothing in it yet. I'm going to open another file explorer and go into my virtual machine and go to the OS. I'm going to do Control A to select all of them, and then Control C to copy. I'm going to go over here and do a Control V, which is going to download all of these into the backup. And now we have our backup directory. So that should be good. So I'm going to open up my Linux VMware again. I'm going to open my VMware. Wait for it to load, Might take a minute after all that backup. Oops. And if your mouse disappears again, just do Control Alt and it'll come back. There it goes, my mouse disappeared for a second. And here we are. I'm going to click on my name, put my password in. And here's the part where we're going to update and upgrade our OS. So Control Alt T to go into the terminal. And my engineering notebook is right here. So if you look here, make backup first, which we already did, and it's in red because it's really important. So now we're going to do sudo atp get update. So sudo super user do atp get update. And so it'll ask you for your password again, put that in. Oops. Let me check my notebook again to see what I did wrong. It looks like I spelled ATP instead of APT. That's good to know. That's why an engineering notebook is so important. APT get update. There we go. So now it's updating and it's done. So now if I want to do upgrade, which is right here, sudo apt get upgrade, I'll just hit my up arrow and then delete date and put grade instead. So now it's upgrading, and while it's doing that, I want to show you what the benefits of updating are. And this resource is in a lot of, I linked it in my Wix, my ePortfolio. So if you want to check it out yourself, you can do that. One second, we're going to type Y, because we do want it to update. Back to here. So the benefits of updating your OS, because it's so important. Updating your OS brings a bunch of advantages, such as faster and smoother operation of your device and applications, new features and functions that enhance your user experience and productivity, improved protection from malware, viruses, and hackers, more compatibility with other devices and software, bug fixes, and error corrections that resolve issues and glitches. So basically it's saying updating your OS on a regular basis helps you to get all the benefits and to prevent viruses and bad things from happening to your computer. There are risks of updating, though. Like, updating it can come with incompatibility, loss of data or settings, changes in the user interface or functionality, bugs or errors that cause instability or crashes, higher battery consumption and storage space requirements, so they can affect your device's usability and reliability, potentially causing frustration and inconvenience. To avoid this, it's important that you back up your data and settings before updating. That's what we just did, which even on the internet, it says backing up your data and settings before updating is extremely critical and needed to do these things. If it has a bunch of more information on this, it's linked in my ePortfolio, which is linked in the description, so if you want to look at that, you can. And it looks like this is done. So back to our ePortfolio, not ePortfolio, our engineering notebook. And after it says, it will ask you if you want to continue, type Y. We do sudo reboot. And we do sudo reboot because, because it makes sure that everything is running smoothly. It kind of resets the whole thing, so it's not like you're running directly off the update. So this might take a minute. Control Alt to get your mouse back, and just wait for a bit. And here we go, we're in the rebooting, and we are back in it. Let's hit full screen to get it back into our full screen. Give it a minute to load. And here we are back in our operating system. So we updated it, we upgraded it, and then we rebooted it, and of course we made a backup. And so now we're done. And if you'd like to, which I did at the start, you can do the sudo shutdown now to turn it off and make sure that it's all done. But yeah, there's updating your operating system.